Welcome, welcome. As you see, it's not Alan
Mm.
today, but we have someone equally as special and equally
Equally as
as
special.
knowledgeable.
Well,
Benjamin
knowledgeable.
Pyle.
I'm
Let
not
me
sure
let
about
me
knowledgeable.
let me sugarcoat it, right?
Yeah.
Great person we have here today for our live stream. How you
I'm
doing, Ben?
excited. I'm good. I'm coming out of the sewer into the servers.
There you go.
That's still one of my favorite lines from that song.
Yeah,
So yeah.
it's incredible. Alan usually has been taking care of the promos and the videos and the pictures. One, it's super fun to do. Two, it's so time consuming. I did not appreciate all the work he did for these
I
things.
was impressed, like as the week was going on and the collaboration, you're killing it. So I'm impressed with your video creation and
Yeah,
songwriting skills and
yeah, I don't
photoshopping too. Your Photoshop is really good.
I will not take credit for the lyrics or any of that. Obviously, those are generated
That's
via
okay. You have
AI.
to prompt it. I mean, you have good prompting skills.
That's what I'm trying to mature.
I feel like that's a new skill that engineers have to have now.
For sure.
I know Jonathan just says, I know Andres and I both, we live in the sewers. It's won't tell you which sewer, so but it
Yeah,
might be in Texas.
yeah, probably. Cool. So, welcome everybody, whether you're on YouTube, Twitch, X, formerly known as Twitter, or
It's still
LinkedIn. We're
Twitter.
trying to stream. We're streaming in several places, trying to get closer to everybody. So, hopefully, you can join us live, or if not, there will be a recording after this immediately. So, what are we gonna do, Ben?
Oh man, we're gonna do things that neither one of you or I have done before. As we were
Yeah.
talking this week, it was like, hey, I always want to play with GraphQL, and I always feel like I should know more GraphQL, but then I always just go back to the 7 verbs, and I always want to put and patch and post and delete things. So yeah, we're gonna play with GraphQL. We're gonna maybe order some pizza. Is that right? Like some
Yeah,
digital
that's
pizza? Maybe play
yeah.
some
We're
Postman.
trying to build an app for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles so they can
Yeah.
easily and quickly order pizza. And we're gonna try and do what Domino's Pizza did before, the 30 minutes or it's free rule. So we got to be quick.
Yes.
And as Ben mentioned, we're trying out GraphQL. Neither of us have done it. Trying to use these live streams to force myself to learn new things, try new things. So we're going to try out AppSync,
Mm-hmm.
their GraphQL capabilities, right? It's obviously a serverless GraphQL API that also provides PubSub capability, so sort
Yes.
of like WebSockets. So I really,
Yes.
really want to try that. And one other thing we want to try and leverage is the JavaScript resolvers. It's something,
Yeah. See how that works.
yeah, it's something I've been always wanted to be able to use as far as direct integrations from API gateway instead of using VTL. But we
Uh-huh.
don't have that yet there in our world. So we'll try it out in AppSync, see if we start switching our APIs from API gateway to AppSync.
And no more gateway, no more verbs. We're just going to
No
resolve
more,
our way into data.
yeah, just get everything
Exactly.
with
Why not?
one call.
Absolutely. I love it. I know none of these things. So we're going to do a bunch of stuff. Sam, right? VS
Yeah.
Code. We're going to be there. That's going to be interesting for me. We're sharing a live screen. Never done that before. I feel like you just like lured me into a public trap of shame. So I'm
I
excited
saw
for this.
I saw this NeoVim stuff, all the Rust stuff, and I said, you know what, Ben, we're not going to use anything that you
None of
use.
those.
So
We're going to use everything you don't do, and then I'm going to put it on the internet. We're going to do it live. So
I'll try and learn, or maybe we'll do a NeoVim live stream on me learning how to use NeoVim
I don't know.
at
That'll
some
have to
point.
take Dark. We'll need Darko and AJ to do that one and a few others. So yeah.
Cool,
Well,
cool.
cool. Let's get going. What are we doing first?
First, let me share my screen. So I have VS Code, Ben's not so favorite IDE. Um, so I'm on an empty project, empty folder, and whatnot. And what I decided to do is, hey, we can use SAM and just try SAM init, right? It gives us a few pre-built templates, And I did check beforehand. There is one for GraphQL. So
Yes, love it.
all I'm going to do is salmon.
We're on different machines too. You're on a Windows and I'm on a Mac, so this gets even more fun.
Yeah, cross OS collaboration.
Oh man,
from different parts of Texas. A
yes.
lot of people don't consider El Paso Texas, so we might
It's Texas.
consider it a different state.
It's a different Texas, but it's still
just
Texas.
It's that little corner. We're in a different time zone, and it's weird.
Still Texas.
Cool. So let's just do the SalmonNet part. It should ask me some questions. Have you done SalmonNet?
Yes.
Ben?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
So I started with Sam, right? Like that's where before CDK, right? I started with Sam. So my Sam knowledge is atrophied, but yeah, I still remember.
Cool. Yeah. So I usually use custom templates and all that, but obviously my templates are built for API gateway. So
you don't have a custom GraphSync API.
Yeah.
Let's go with a 1. What's in 1?
There's 16, right? So
that's a lot.
Yeah. So simple hello world, data processing, step functions, schedules, serverless API. This is
sounds like 7. Nope. Looks like 12.
12. Yeah.
12. Oh yeah. Let's do 12.
We do 12. Obviously, we'll go with the newer Node.js version. Well, some people would advise against.
No, let's live on the edge. We're already on the edge. Let's just stay there.
And for these X-ray, some observability people will say, "What are you doing?" Insights. We'll go with the defaults. Structure logging.
Sure, why not? Is that good or bad? Yeah, let's do that.
We'll see. I've been using Power Tools and using that logger, so I haven't used this.
Sounds
so
cool.
What are we going to call it? Cowabunga.
It's called Cowabunga pizza.
Pizza.
And Friday night's pizza night. I'm excited for pizza tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this should create all our stuff. It's obviously thinking. So yeah, this should create our SAM template.
Yep.
Some example endpoints, or are they
hopefully
GraphQL?
More. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm going to look that up. Are they called endpoints in GraphQL? I don't know. On a single endpoint, are given
because you're just calling the GraphQL endpoint with a bunch of parameters. So this is unsurprising or unexciting. So let's see what's happening.
Is it actually not working? Okay, maybe.
Let me see if there's a folder created. I'm gonna get Cowabunga pizza. So there's stuff there.
It's just thinking.
Yeah.
Maybe it wants pizza too. You got wait music?
It's our coding background music.
Oh,
this
man!
Was inspired by Ninja Turtles.
It sounds like the arcade game.
The arcade game, yeah.
Man, so I was telling somebody yesterday, I used to get dropped off at the arcade with like a roll of quarters, and my mom would leave me for hours, right? And we hang out in the arcade. I would never drop my kids off at an arcade for hours at the mall now.
Yeah, right now.
I'm not going to do that.
So it did create it. I guess Sam just got stuck. So I'm going to open that.
CDK never does that, by the way.
Really?
No, it never hangs. Oh, you ended the current collaboration session. Hold on.
Oh, because okay.
How do I reopen? Let's see. Live share. I'm going to join. I have to enter the URL.
It's going to give me a new. It's going to give me a new one.
That seems. You put it in the private chat?
Yeah, I'll put it in our exclusive chat so no one can join us.
All 2 of us. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's uber exclusive. Hold on. Oh no, I don't do that. Always open in the app. I don't want the browser. There we go. All right. I'm back.
Cool. Can you see files and stuff? Okay,
Yeah, I see a GQL directory. Never seen one of those before. And
Yeah.
there's a greeter directory. Don't know what those are. Oh, I see you moving around. Look at you go.
Yeah, and you can
Okay.
follow me. I think you can click on me and follow me.
I'm
But-
just going to watch you on the screen here and see what happens.
Cool. So let's see what we got going on. So we
All
got
right.
our SAM template.
Okay.
We created a simple table.
So we got Dynamo table. We got DynamoDB table, I guess.
Yeah. We got a greeter function, which I'm assuming is this. So we got a Lambda function. It's x8664. We could make this ARM.
You always should make this ARM. Our ARM's way better.
Yeah, let's do it before
you forget.
Whoa.
That was cool.
Yeah, there we go.
I was like, man, you got a chipset I don't know about. Like you have like a top secret AWS Graviton runtime that I haven't seen before.
Cool.
All right.
So we got our GraphQL API resource. This is the equivalent,
Cool.
I guess, of the API gateway V2 or V1, whatever you're using.
I'll buy that.
It's pulling a schema from here, from this file.
What does that look like? I'm just curious now.
Yeah. So
wow.
It's you're there. So JSON.
I'm already there.
Got query mutation. So query has these queries.
Okay.
It's got a verb. Oh no, post is just setting the type.
Oh, just a type as a domain object or a DTO.
And the mutation is doing the add type.
Right. That seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a GraphQL expert now.
Yeah, that's all you need to know, right? Look at that. It's nice enough that it's creating author us with an API key.
Okay.
I don't know if this API key would be the same as the API gateway that tells you, hey, don't use this one for auth, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, don't do that. That seems like a bad practice, but okay, that's fine.
This one seems like GraphQL might handle those APIs differently, and they're not just for rate limiting or stuff. I'm hoping.
Maybe
we can look into that.
Data sources.
Data sources. So we have DynamoDB.
I wonder if that table's not even got it's not got a partition or a range key on it at all. It's just I wonder what that creates.
I've used DynamoDB here, right? Dynamo.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the simple table version of that is doing. And we can look once we deploy what it does. We got the Lambda function as a source. So I'm assuming this is what we're considering a resolver. So we're telling this is a source, it's the greeter, and it's calling this function. Let me pop in case somebody says, no, it's not that stupid. So anybody that knows GraphQL, I know.
I buy it.
People, I just try to sound confident, but maybe I'm completely wrong.
No, it's okay. But there is, so those are data sources. Yeah, I bet that's got to be a resolver. And then we have pre-process. That's kind of cool. I don't know what that means yet, but maybe that's for like data transformation.
Yeah, so we're just declaring functions separately than data sources. So I guess,
and that's some JavaScript. Maybe those are those resolvers we were talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe this is legitimately just a data source, but then you can manipulate some of that with a resolve. These feel more like the resolvers.
I feel like we're in a college class, but there's no teacher. We're making up the answers as we get. It feels like that. I like it. Yeah. All right. Get post. I bet those are definitely resolvers. So I'm gonna let's go over here and take a look.
And you can just run JavaScript apparently, right? So there's no data source for this one. This one's setting this as the data source.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
Table, post, and then the greet. Call the greeter.
All right.
Data source.
But then we have resolvers.
Geez. Okay, mutation. And I'll pop open the documentation too. Well, maybe I can just hover. No. Okay. So we got the add post mutation resolver.
Okay.
With pipelines. Whew, this is
getting complex.
There's so much. Query. We got this query.
I guess
these kind of match the ones we have.
Yes.
Yes. Schema. So
get requests and put post and patch up there above.
So again, I can't think but just compare, and it feels like if you're using Open API to generate your API gateways, the schema GraphQL feels like the equivalent.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
And this is kind of the mapping in the events that you do.
Yeah,
where it will add all the permissions and all that fun stuff.
I'll buy that.
Cool. Let's take a look at these GQL items. So simple enough. Request response. What is the operation it's doing?
I'm assuming that's mapped back to a DynamoDB put item. Function requests. Huh.
I like that it has this to map. I'm assuming this is the
DynamoDBification.
Yeah, the marshalling and the attribute values. So
yeah, well, that's interesting. I'm curious. How does it know that it's going to DynamoDB? Huh.
Well,
I don't know that yet.
We did add a relationship here to this data source.
Okay, there we go.
Some DynamoDB.
All right.
So I'm assuming this is injecting it as environment variables, and it's a standard to just this knows. There might not be any protections, but it's DynamoDB. You're going to do this operation.
Fair enough.
It's doing a direct integration. You might be able to not do this is the direct integration version of this, but you might just import the SDK and stuff like that. Probably not the recommendable way. Get post from table, request response, DynamoDB get. This was separated into a function. Get item with the keys that you provided.
Yep.
Simple, straightforward.
Deserializing into the object.
Pre-process item. I feel like, where was this called?
That was in the post. Or yeah.
So there's this function.
Was it in the pipeline?
Here. So resolvers, the mutation, the add post has pre-process. I'm assuming this has a sense of order, so it's going to trigger pre-process and create post item.
You think it's a FIFO pipeline?
Yeah. It would make sense because I would think so. I wouldn't want the create to go before the pre-process.
I mean, our pizza coming out of the sewer is going to be in a pipeline and would be ordered. So,
I mean, we could do a pipeline where it's like preparing pizza, and then
we could. We could do that.
I don't think it would be a mutation pipeline, man.
Yeah.
Per se,
it'd definitely be a query.
Cool.
All right. So interesting. And then we get an output. What does it output?
It's
the
outputting
URL and the API key.
I'm going to try my best not to expose my API key, but we'll see. We'll see how good I am. As always,
always take it off. I mean, like, we're going to delete this stack anyway.
Yeah, it's fine. So yeah, I got this terminal ready with my environment variable. So I'm going to log in to the account against the site switch windows to go into the folder, but now we're signed in, so good enough. So beauty of this, I don't even know if I need SAM build, but I'm just going to do it.
I'd love to see what comes out of it. What does a GraphQL CloudFormation output look like?
So you know what? Because I did test this yesterday.
Oh, you prepared. Shame on you.
I just wanted to make sure I could deploy something. I don't want you guys figuring out, or looking at me figuring out, just, how do I do SAM deploy? But I see something missing from what I saw yesterday, and it's the SAM config. So let me go here very quick. Cowabunga, dude. We got this. So I'm just going to copy the one that it generated yesterday.
That's fine.
So Cowabunga, our stack name is going to be pizza. It's adding some parameters for the build. It's using cached and parallel. Validate. Cool. It's running lint if you run SAM validate.
Yeah.
Getting into a little bit of what you get from SAM. So it's validating the template that everything's fine. Deploy. So it's resolving S3 and SAM sync. This is the good one that I'm wanting to try to use. So it's automatically, when I trigger the SAM sync command, it's automatically setting the watch to true.
Yep.
Instead of me having to do watch.
I like that.
Here.
I like that.
I've been using that a lot. We're not using containers. We're not running locally, which is why we're doing SAM sync. Yes. So this will get this deployed into my account, or the account that we use for this live stream.
This is exciting.
Yeah, it's doing SAM build. which is nice. And you know what? I'll get Postman. Oh, can I do?
Postman inside of GitHub or inside of VS Code?
I need to sign in. I can do Postman inside, but can I do GraphQL?
It's no longer an IDE, it's an operating system at this point.
Yeah.
VS Code is.
Open Visual Studio.
I guess I can't call it an IDE, it's an editor. Sorry, it's an advanced editor.
No.
Ah, bummer. I feel like you got fooled by the foot.
Yeah, I thought
The Foot Clan got you.
Okay, so
Still creating. This is my favorite part of any build process is watching CloudFormation run through its deployment. Yes,
that's so much.
There is a lot going on. Look at these resolvers. Wow, it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I want to see this. I mean, the CloudFormation stack for a Hello World is significant.
Yeah, so let me. Okay, it's done, and I exposed my key. Yay!
That's okay. If anybody grabbed it and screen printed it, we're gonna go change it now.
Yeah, I almost kicked you out of the studio, Ben. That was almost an accident.
Ah, that would have been disastrous.
So let me switch this to show CloudFormation. So here's our Cowabunga pizza here. That's still showing as create in progress, but we have all our
resources.
It's actually done. 23 resources.
Oh my word! For a Hello World with four operations.
Yeah, this nested stack is because I use AppSync. So once it takes care of itself. We got the greeter lambda function, the role. Again, it's taking care of a lot for us. We got the API.
Okay, another role.
CloudWatch role.
Okay.
Post item is an AppSync function configuration.
AppSync function configuration.
So that's
I'm gonna have to go.
There's data sources.
Function configuration. What does AWS
Manage
say?
Policy. Resolvers. Okay. API key.
So AppSync function configuration sort of feels like defines the functions in the API to perform certain operations. Okay.
I guess it's like the connector, right? And
it's a little bit of IAM, it's a little bit of connection, or it's resourcing. Okay.
Yeah,
function versioning, maplet runtime, API ID.
So I'm actually curious what. Oh, I guess I shared just one tab. It's inconvenient. Hold on. Stop Crane. Share screen. I'll do the whole browser. Cool. So I'm in the database table. Let me go explore. I actually want to look at this. So
how did it's just an ID? Okay. It created a single, so it got a PK, but no range key, sort key, and it's just an ID, lowercase. Do you like lowercase or proper cased keys in DynamoDB column names?
I feel tricked because you say properly or proper case, but I'm all lowercase.
I am too. Do you use dashes or you snake or camel case or Pascal case? I should say.
I do camel case for attribute names in DynamoDB.
Yeah.
Since I consume those in JavaScript, usually I like the camel casing there.
Okay.
What was I going to do? Just a quick see what. It's just the ID. Cool. Okay. I thought there was.
Hey, Sam. We got a new guy joining.
Hey, Sam. I thought the adding partition key, at least partition key, was required when creating a table. So I guess it just adds one for you.
Yeah.
And then let me go to AppSync.
Seems like a sensible default.
Yeah.
It's kind of like getting pepperoni on your pizza. It's an always there topping.
Yeah, I'm weirded out. My daughter doesn't like pizza, but she does eat pizza, but the only pizza she eats, it just has cheese and pineapple.
Yeah, it's all right. My oldest went through a phase where all he wanted was sauce. And so we get cheeseless pizzas, and then it added cheese, and then sausage came on, and so it'll build.
It's weird. Yeah, this is just it's sauceless pizza. It's
That's
just
okay.
cheese.
It's just basically cheese
It's
bread.
weird.
It's cheese
Yeah,
bread.
it's a quesadilla. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it. All
Okay.
right, so we've got an API. Okay.
Schema, the sources, we got Lambda. This one doesn't have one. And Amazon DynamoDB and the resource that it's linked to. We got these functions in here with the data source
Okay.
and the runtime. We got our queries here, so we can use the Query Explorer if we wanted to. I want to try, we don't have caching.
Oh, we have caching. That's pretty cool. Go back to that one. Pre-resolver. Okay. And then full request.
Per resolver. Okay. Yeah.
So you can cache the entire everything for a user, or you can just do per resolver caching. That's nice. Oh, but that doesn't seem that doesn't seem very serverless there now, does it?
Yeah, I can hear Alan cringing.
Oh, he's back. Yeah, Alan just joined us in spirit to like put a big X over the cache.
Yeah, June.
His presence is here. He is in our sewer. In that
picture. True. He didn't. I sent him the picture, and he didn't catch on to that.
Did he not? I'm surprised.
Did you see the Easter egg I put on the picture? It's like, oh, I didn't notice that.
He's so detailed, and he somehow missed his own face.
So we got WAF.
We got a WAF in there. Okay, it's off. Those are all interesting. Introspection queries. That seems fun, but I don't know what that is. Query depth is interesting. I do like the premise of being able to join multiple data sets under one thing.
Well, it's what we don't get from Dynamo.
Yeah.
Right. You don't have that join capability, so you would do it or either pre-join the data and have a way to load it all together, or kind of merge it in here. This is sort of feels like a join in SQL, merging the data sets. I know. Haven't used SQL in a while. Environment variables, tags. Cool. So all the information, monitoring I'm assuming this is the regular dashboards you get for throttling, latency, and all that fun stuff. Yeah. Cool. Yeah. So what I want to try is, hey, is this working, right? We pulled from an unknown resource called AWS from a template they built. Who knows if it's going to work, right?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I need to get on the SAM team. My Eric Johnson is who I need to call right now. Make sure that this template works.
Yeah, so I'm going to copy the key and copy the GraphQL endpoint.
All right, run it in Postman and let's see what happens.
I guess I can run Postman in the browser and I don't have to switch screens.
So, no.
Postman.com.
I feel like if you could I feel like VS Code and Chrome should somehow merge and just make VS Chrome. And then it would be
pop a tab open. That's just Chrome.
And I think you can run VS Code in the browser now. So it's like, it's all in one.
So let me just go to my workspace.
It's like if we just would have stuck with the terminal, we already had an all-in-one engine.
Yeah, I could just run a curl request or something. Okay, so I'm just going to let me collapse
New collection.
This. Let me zoom in.
There we go. I love it.
Yeah.
Command plus that thing or whatever it is on Windows.
This is not the type of request I wanted. Does this not pop open? What? New. I feel like GraphQL. There we go.
This is not the request I was looking for.
So I'll do this, and again, there goes my key. And then, look.
What happens if you run it without the key? What does it tell us?
It should be unauthorized. Switch to, okay. You can't use GraphQL from the browser.
Oh, no.
I'm
not liking this.
Yeah, I have to go to 3 different spots. It's a whole different protocol, though. So
Wow.
So I'll switch. Let me remove this. Can I switch screen? Stop screen. And load my Postman. There we are. So back in business. Switch. No. Yeah, I'm just sharing.
That looks like business.
Yeah, let me get it a little bit bigger there. Can I zoom in?
Should. It's just JavaScript that's there.
What am I sharing?
I don't know.
I guess that's still my browser. So confusing.
I can see. I could see your Postman there for a second.
but I think it was still the browser, just that single tab. So I need to go to Window and Postman. There we go. We should see an empty screen for Postman. Yay. So again, new GraphQL.
Okay, let's do it.
And I'm going to post
Paste in your
this,
URL.
and then do this. We should get a 400.
Yes.
Okay.
That's interesting.
no
Look
query.
at that though. Like that's kind of cool.
Malformed HTTP
I
request.
wonder if the GraphQL world is better about standardizing payload responses. Because like if you'd have done that in a REST API, you just would have got 401 and like an empty body, like or you might have the missing authentication token or whatever API gateway gives you.
So here.
So import a schema. Okay, let's import a schema.
So I got.
How do you keep those in sync though? GraphQL inspection. All right.
It's that there's introspection. Is what it's. Oh, you can't see. I'm selecting a file from my.
No, I figured you were. Yeah.
Yeah. So there it is. There's the schema. But yeah, I wonder how you can keep it in sync, right? So like the Open API portion of this, you can sync it with Git and stuff like that.
But I don't need Open API to make query to run API endpoints either, though, right? Like if I need a schema to run my GraphQL. Okay, that's interesting.
I wonder what this does.
Click it. I dare you.
Yeah. We don't want that. Now I lost where did it go?
Ooh, which one's which?
It's this one. It's this one. So now I'm going to try the query, and now we should get still a 400. So now, okay, we imported the schema, and now we get stuff. So based on what we defined, that's what's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We got mutations. I wonder if you can still wrongfully, if you're bad at design and execution, and you define a query that's actually doing a mutation, I guess that's possible.
You're sounding like something I would do. I would say hello would really like drop star from or drop from tables.
All my endpoints are posts, and they return a 200 every time with a status. Okay,
I've worked with that. I've worked with that guy before. All posts were gets.
Okay, so let's see how this works. Let me remove the console. So let's select
say hello.
Post.
Oh wow! Look at this.
Okay, so author.
Look at this.
Andres. Okay, you can type in here. Oh, nice.
This is cool.
And it's giving you, this is potentially what you would use in the code to define your and send the post.
Oh, so you could start from like the API first and build maybe your schema. Okay, that's kind of interesting.
World.
Or no, it's filling it in. Okay.
And I guess you could. It's asking to return data, right? I think that's what this is. We'll create a second one. So let's run the query. As expected, a failure.
Okay.
Because it's secure. So it's secure. An API key. For some reason, I just know. This is what you named the key. And
the value that you...
I'm just going to use Vault because I love it. What is it? GraphQL. Trying to be good about securing my stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's a good, better late than never.
I was excited when I saw this feature because usually I felt iffy about Postman storing secrets. It wasn't really. But here we can just do Vault, if I spell correctly, select this.
Okay.
I should use that.
Seems fair.
Do you think if I hover, it's still going to keep it protected?
Yes.
Yeah, yes. That's cool. Okay.
I feel good about that.
You think this is going to work?
No.
Ah.
Maybe it's not called XAPI key.
I was almost sure. Maybe caps.
I love how you were confident until I said maybe it's not, and then you're like, oh, almost. Oh no, that seems bad.
And I think I deleted the one that I had working. Okay. Investigation part. AppSync API key header. For example, X API key. What am I doing wrong?
I'm looking.
Oh, No, it still didn't do it.
AppSync. Postman. And you're getting a no, there's me.
It says if you do the authorization header as well. Authorization vault.
Let's see. So
Ah,
AppSync, if you go, are you sure you've got the API key?
I'm almost positive I put the correct one, but that's what happens when you're dealing with secrets.
Yeah.
Paste it. There you go. Save it. Query. Review. Ben.
I know I'm looking, trying to find some stuff here. Let me see if I can get, because you've got, can you paste me that URL and I can play with it at the same time. Put it in our private chittity chat.
Exclusive. That's what we call that one.
Oh,
to
yeah,
feel,
exclusive. Okay.
It's how we feel special.
Well, XAPI key is right. There's Benoit. Totally side story. When I was in French class in high school,
use a header instead. Sorry.
Well, I was Benoit in French class.
Really?
Yeah. And where's the schema? Let's see.
This looks like it's
no. Here.
Can
I paste it? Paste a link to one. Don't do that.
GraphQL endpoint. So this is. I'm gonna just not trust.
I'm with you.
And just do it myself. There we go. It's some Vault was doing something weird. So
adding something on there. Okay, that's what good to know. All right.
Yeah. So
it was adding a carriage return or something in there.
Yeah. So here's the add post, and we told it what to return. That's what we haven't worked with this, so we're just basing on assumptions.
So so you're adding post and then telling it what we want to return. Did you call me a senior? Gray badge. Yeah.
Senor.
I'll no longer get a gray badge this year.
But let's say we don't want ups or downs or version. Will it take it off of this response, right? That's what I'm assuming.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. So what does the table look like? We should have 2 records in there now?
Oh, yeah. Let me switch over. Yeah, it should have given you access to the AWS account so you can...
That's all right.
I don't have to be switching.
And reasonably fast. We'll have to see as we run more experiments how that does.
Okay, so let me kill Postman. And here we have our database table. So
run it.
Let
run
us
a scan.
Run. Oh, yeah, we need a scan.
There we go.
2 records.
Interesting. It just used a UID in there. Nice. Okay.
I kind of want to look at the code that it's running on the post. So let me just go to functions. Preprocessed post item. I'm assuming is
it's just adding some default values. Auto ID, and then it's copying in values from the args, expanding them into the properties. So that's interesting. That I wonder how, if you passed, does the schema force you to pass the values, right? Because if it's just grabbing the values, and what if you put in like something wrong? What would happen, I wonder?
Well, these are nullable, right?
No. Those are, yes. Those would, those could be. But the other values would not be. Interesting. Okay.
Oh no, here's where
yeah, because ups, downs, and versions are nullable.
Yeah, but these 3 are required. So if I don't put anything here.
What if you misspelled something in the request? Like content was spelled without a T, what happens?
Oh, so like I modify this?
Yeah. Or we can't see your post now. I've lost your.
Oh.
You've got to tab back and forth.
Well, I need to switch the screen here completely. Okay, so here I am,
Okay.
and
Doesn't work.
it's giving me this because Postman has the schema. If I try this, I'm
All right,
missing
that's fine.
field.
Cool.
Is it telling us exactly what field? Unknown argument. Well, it's telling us there's something
Yeah.
we didn't want.
Content.
Yeah,
There you
here
go.
it is.
Undefined. So basically, all all the times. I don't know if you do this in your design, but when you're using data transfer objects, right, and then you're converting them into strong domain models. You're basically that function is converting your DTO into your what you would like to put. So you're collapsing a lot of code or moving it around.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm liking this. I'm liking this.
I'm not sure yet.
I'm glad we have Benoit because
yeah, me too.
when I think AppSync and experts, I think of you, Benoit. So call us out.
Or just let us suffer. Like it's fun too.
So I'm going to go back to Visual Studio Code, VS Code.
So we're 45 minutes in and we've got an API deployed and we tested we can add items.
Yeah.
I like it.
Look at that. So kind of what I want to do we want to, let's modify the schema, kind of
let's create some pizza.
Let's create some pizza. Yeah.
All right. So
post would, and we'll see if we figure out all the connections, right? Because I'm assuming there's plugins that make sure I can do like an F2 here.
Probably.
And rename and stuff, but I don't have those plugins, unfortunately. So we'll change this to pizza and this one to pizza, and then add pizza and pizza. I could have just done this pizza. Okay. So you got everything changed to pizza. And what do we want in our pizza? Like an ingredients?
We need like an ingredient array. I think we need an ingredient object or a type.
Yeah, so let's
like our pizza would have like what? Like, I mean, really, pizza would just be like the placeholder, right? Because it would have a crust, ingredient would have a name.
It's a string.
Yeah, it could have like a
amount.
Yeah, it could do amount, heavy, light, and like an enum.
How do you do enums?
I don't know. Just stick with a string.
Yeah.
Let's just stick with a string for now.
Maybe a number.
Yeah, there we go. Amount.
Oh, it's int.
100% or less, something.
Yeah. And then we'll have type. Crust can be a string.
Crust can be a string. Yep.
Let's keep it simple. This is making me hungry.
Yeah, me too. I'm excited, like I said, for pizza night already.
Oh,
so our pizza we'll give it an ID. It's got to have one.
ID. We'll do.
Do you want to conflate the order into the pizza as well, just for simplicity?
So do this as a pizza order?
It's essentially a pizza order, right?
Yeah. Let me do that. Pizza order. And we'll just allow for our first, it's a startup, so we'll only allow one pizza per order.
There you go. I like it.
Initial phase.
I like
ingredient. Let's
do an array.
I don't know. Let's see.
Let's see.
GraphQL
array. Schema and types. Yeah, it's just you just
wrap this in an array, just like I would do.
I think so. Yeah. Wrap it in an array. It's an array of ingredient.
Array of ingredient.
Yeah, just like that.
So we got ingredients. We'll get crust. We'll leave that as a string.
Benoit's saying something that I don't understand yet.
You'll need an input. You'll need an input instead of a type. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Once we fail.
Yeah, when it bombs, when our pizza overcooks.
Oh yeah, add pizza. Yeah, that's what he's saying. So here we'll do pizza
order.
But it wasn't just so we got the name, pizza, order, pizza order. And this is required because you can't have an order. And this can return, okay, it's what it returns the pizza order. It's kind of what it was doing initially.
He's saying you need an input pizza order. I don't know what an input is.
But we haven't seen that.
No, we haven't. Input.
The pizza's going to arrive as a calzone.
Yeah, maybe.
So we had pizza order getting, when we go front, you can see how badly we've...
Oh, he's saying that the input...
It's not a type?
The pizza order is not a type, it's an input.
Oh, that's a thing? Okay. Look at that. Learning with
And then you can have...
community.
Then apparently, so you can do the message, so the pizza order would not have the ID on it.
Yeah, so...
And then we're going to have a pizza order that is a type so that we can return it.
Look at us go. Thank you, Benoit.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I was a level -5 and now I'm a level -4 GraphQL.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I don't want the input here. There we go. So we're going to return pizza order with the ingredients and the crust.
Get them.
Okay. So we got add pizza order as a mutation. We have the mutation here. Let's go to the other pieces, right? So add pizza order. Over here, we are defining the mutations. Man, I'm going to need a split screen here just to kind of recap what I've done. Is that still readable, Ben?
Yeah, good enough. Maybe collapse your file menu or your Explorer.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's go back to what we had here, right? We got the data sources and we got the pre-process item. So I'm going to open that file. And what it's doing, it's the ID, so we still want that. And then the args come in here, so we'll have values. I'm assuming the inputs come in the args.
Yeah, but since that's just a JavaScript, you're just adding, those are just keys on a, those are just keys. Like we don't have to have those. Now what we could do is we could add a created time and date time. And
that's true.
Add a create time. You don't even need it. You could return it on the order, but on the pizza input, you don't need it. So can GraphQL, do we have a created app? Can you do a date time? Basic types. Date. Why can't I have a date basic type? Yikes.
I guess it's either
string,
int,
float, ID. Let's just go with an int anyway for Dynamo. So we're going to do an epoch.
Epoch. Int.
Yeah, let's do an epoch.
And yeah, well, that will contain the date.
Keeps our Dynamo item small too, so we're saving on cost and on read performance.
We ran App Runner, and it's the most I'm going to pay for my account in a single month because we ran App Runner and Bedrock with. Yeah, still it's like $5, but
yeah, still.
It's worth the entertainment.
Yes, let's save it. Save the dollars.
Yeah. Okay. So pre-process item. We're doing this. We can. Does utils AppSync utils have something for epochs?
I don't know. Let's go look it up. AWS AppSync utils. Probably not, but definitions for functions for AppSync resolvers and JavaScript. That's for working with the runtime. So those are the things that are doing stuff for Dynamo and whatnot for us. Okay.
Util time. Yeah, I see it. Epoch
you're just
second. I think it's something like this. So I'm gonna do values dot. It was created time equals.
Yeah, right
no,
there.
We don't want ISO, but there's
Yep, that's it. Okay.
Semicolon. Cool.
Awesome.
So this will get us the input values, which is the ingredients, the crust, and the created time.
All dates in DynamoDB need to be in epochs. I just said all. Never say all, but I would say mostly all.
Yeah.
And inner Kawaja to tell me that I'm wrong here in a minute. Him or Alex are going to show up and say, never do that. No, I like epochs times.
And then the create post item would stay the same. We already pre-processed it. We got the value at once. We're getting the result from the previous. So I hadn't seen this, but it's getting the previous context, basically the result of the previous step, and using. And
so the key comes off of. We don't have a key. Where's key? We have ID. Okay, payload is key. Okay, there it is. JavaScript's so much fun. You can just pass in whatever you want.
And I haven't been paying attention if it's actually it's not syncing.
It completed already. See, look at it.
No, but it's just the initial. It's not updating. So I don't think Sam is aware of the GraphQL updates and all that. So we'll redeploy.
Probably good, because I'm pretty sure we busted it. So let's see. So our pizza input has a crust, an array of ingredients,
which is just an array of strings, basically, and amount.
Yeah. So I wonder if the ingredient needs to be an input as well. Do you need an ingredient input, or can it just jump off the type?
I think the input.
Let's try it and see.
Yeah. So let's do this, and I'll just do. Yeah, Sam. Let's just do Sam sync again.
I was always that kid that would ask my dad if something behaved differently than I thought it did, and he was always, just try it and see what happens. Let's just deploy it.
Yeah, let me kill this. Sam brought up a good point.
What did it bring up?
Shouldn't pizza order have an ID? It's like, yeah, that would be the correct way. So you're kind of noticing kind of my level of programming here, Sam. I miss a lot of stuff, but don't we all?
Yes.
Come on.
Sync watch stopped. Shutting down sync watch.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Some Python.
Sam build. Does this need build? Yeah, because we have Lambda function. So I'm just going to do it without sync. And it should be using cache. Yeah, start build using cache. And it should be doing parallel as well.
Okay.
Look at that. So quick. Sam. Well, some people don't think that's quick, but to me, I still live. Part of my day is in the legacy world where it takes hours to get something like this in the cloud. So
nice.
Okay, so we'll get a pizza order. I love the music. Kind of want to go to the arcade now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to go play Tekken. Some old school Street Fighter.
Yeah. Where I go cut my hair, they have like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and like Blitz 98.
Why do I feel like you threw in cut your hair as a dig? I don't.
You can clearly see I cut it like every 6 months.
That was a low blow. I mean, sorry, like, at least you get to go cut your hair. I'm gonna cut mine later. It'll take 5 minutes. Oh no!
Schema creation status has failed. Internal failure saying was saying.
Well, that's fine. Awesome. It's failed to update. Go figure it out yourself.
Yeah, the hello world GraphQL API schema.
Can we go to CloudFormation? Yield us any more?
A little bit more info. Yeah, let me.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe there's something.
Present, stop screen, share screen, CloudFormation. I have it on this window. Let's see it.
There you go. I see it now.
Events. So it's
update failed.
It's just the whole schema.
Just scroll over. Yeah. See if it'll say. Can you go?
It doesn't say. It's blank. Oh no, there you go. Wow.
That's reason.
Saving the schema. So I just think it's not matching. Oh, Sam doesn't know AppSync either. Look at that. We're not alone. Okay, I'm gonna go back.
So there is. Do you have the GraphQL VS Code plugin?
It would make sense to get it. So let's do graph.
I'm wondering if there's a. Yeah, I don't. Probably the one that's got the most installs. The one that looks like GraphQL too, with the top one. But yeah, that one feels good.
This one has 750.
Oh, that may be the way to go.
But 3.5 stars. The other one has 3. This one has 5 and 1.5 million. By GraphQL Foundation. Yeah, I think that's the one.
And grab that LSP extension too.
Which one?
There's two. There's the GraphQL syntax, and then there's the language service, the language service protocol.
Good call.
Should get some auto completion and stuff like that.
Beauty. Switch to print. No, we're good. Okay, so we're here.
Oh, look, it's prettier already.
It has colors.
There's your extension.
Can I do the
should have.
Yeah, I should have prepared this.
Does it show some errors?
It doesn't
problems.
show errors.
Some of the problems. And there are problems.
The challenges, isn't that the correct word?
The challenge? No, they're problems.
Okay, so I'm assuming there's a mapping. We got add post where we changed it to add pizza order, right? This doesn't match.
It's fair.
Get post, it's get pizza order. And
why don't you dump those hello and goodbyes too, and just clean that junk out? We don't need that stuff.
Don't you want to greet people when they come to our API?
Yeah, but like when they come to order pizza.
So add and get.
That's all we're doing. We have 2 operations at the moment.
We'll get rid of the greet.
And get pizza takes a string, a nullable string. I guess that'll give us an array of pizza. It's weird. Huh.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Okay. Moment of truth. Ben. Happy little accidents.
Yeah.
Was there a yellow squiggly line in your IDE? There's no squiggly lines. But I think there's no relationship between the schema and the template YAML. It would be nice if we had that.
Have a lot of, these are OTEs, opportunities to excel.
Sam deploy.
That's what they tell you when they put you on a program.
So once we get a real pizza order, what I want to try is have a status. Basically, would be a query, but with a subscription.
Okay.
Right? Again, something I've never done. I've just heard about. So it's like something I've just seen in dream. Because I've built WebSocket with API gateway and all that, and then I saw the subscription. It's like, oh, it gets subscriptions with 3 lines of code. It's like, oh, yes, let's do it.
I like it. I'm still jamming to the music.
I don't know if you noticed that they're just too small. I have like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in my background.
Yeah, I see him back there.
Yeah. The one in the motorcycle actually has a pizza behind him.
Is that Michelangelo?
It's Leonardo, but he's delivering pizza. So we still failed.
Yeah. Getting closer, though. Not sure why. Saving the schema.
Order, pre-process, that's still named the same. Get pizza order, get post from table.
Should we isolate down to just the query first and then see if like our input is wrong? Or
so get
like
rid of
comment add pizza. Just comment that. Yeah. Then let's comment mutation on the schema
over here.
Yeah. Now if we just comment
I guess I can just comment this. Oh look, comments are with pound. Look at that.
Yeah, that's cool. Then let's see what that does. I always like to just simplify the problem to what isn't it.
It's the smart way to do it, man.
Well, you know, I am old. I've lived a lot of years.
It's experience.
It's experience. It's why you think I have a gray badge. I have the golf tournament on in the background, so if you see my eyes like moving up, the PGA is going on today. It's
yeah. we woke up to some interesting news on that.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Weird.
He's like 300 or 400 par right now after spending the morning in jail.
Yes. Whoa.
Oh man, we've got Focus Otter. He's in here. Michael's in. We got more GraphQL expertise. Cowabunga, Michael.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. It's because we did one of these with Michael, but via Amplify, right? So you kind of get a sense where Amplify helps you because we didn't hit any of these issues. So we're still messing up the schema.
It's okay. What are we messing up with?
So we got the pre-process item, which is pointing to the same thing. Post, the data source is still called post, right? Yeah. Get post from table.
That's just a label.
Oh,
right?
That's true.
Like, I would think so.
And the file's still called get post from table. We didn't go all out.
No.
Mutations, we got the query. That's pushing the query with the get pizza order.
I wonder if having the definitions even in there are problematic. Like, I wouldn't think so, but like even having the mutations like that.
Let's just do this pizza order input.
Yeah, just get rid of all of it. So there we go. That's fine. So all we have are queries at this point. Yeah, that was interesting news this morning.
Yeah. So who was it? Got
Scotty
arrested for
yeah, the #1 golfer in the world who's like the nicest person. Got arrested for not correctly stopping when he was told to, turning into the golf tournament that he was currently in 4th place of. I turned the TV on like at 6:30, and my wife's like, "Why is TV on?" I'm like, "Scotty Scheffler got arrested." She's like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, I've never seen her get out of that bed that fast before in her life, except for like vacation. There we go. Nope, still failed. Or no?
Oh wait, change that.
Yeah, deploy it. Push that thing out there.
Do we have something in the stack config that's explicitly asking me to verify? Confirm
Probably
change.
do.
Yeah, false. I don't want to confirm. Just do it. I trust myself.
Really?
I shouldn't. I mean, based on what you're seeing right now.
We have more red than green at the moment on our CloudFormation deployments.
It's seeing no.
No, you early called it.
Oh no, it's deleting stuff. So it's a good red.
Oh,
because
okay.
we removed a bunch of stuff, but did it do?
I feel like delete should be orange. Not.
Yeah.
Just don't make them red.
Delete, update. Okay, we got a success.
All right, cool. So now we have a query. So we should be able to query a pizza order at this point.
Yeah. So let me go
you
back.
You have to refresh your schema. Good luck with that.
And Postman. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just pulling a file. So I'll just go import.
Can you hit refresh from the file? There's a refresh right there.
Ooh.
I don't think that would work. It probably did. It doesn't remember your file. It can't.
Look at that. It did.
Oh, all right.
It's using the desktop version, so
All right.
it's a little bit more flexible. This is probably gonna
All right. Some
work.
ingredients.
Let's just do this. I mean, this is gonna get our old stuff.
There isn't any of those values.
Oh, because it's expecting an ID.
Yeah, you need an ID.
Let me
give it the DynamoDB ID.
Yeah.
The one you posted.
There we go.
I like Tiger's new Sunday Red logo. It's a little tiger cat, like running around his shirt. It's pretty cool.
There it is. I mean,
yes.
if we do ingredients, it's not going to work. Or it's
they're null because there's nothing in there. That's kind of cool though. That like if the DynamoDB column doesn't exist for that item or the field, right? Like you're hey, look, there he is. Tiger cats. This Kawaja. I told you, as soon as he heard Dynamo, like he magically pops up.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, we popped into
Dynamo.
But yeah.
If I say rest right now, Darko is going to show up in 60 seconds.
You have to say it 3 times, looking at a mirror. Looking at a mirror, right?
Darko will be here. Love it. All right, so cool. So we have a get. We can fetch a pizza. That's awesome. So let's go back to our schema.
Yeah, let me just get the full schema, and I'm gonna Control Z a little bit, right? We got this input.
I like it. Control Z.
We got our mutation with the input as an input, and
You're not sure. You just gotta go back. You're just hovering around Postman.
you gotta call me out earlier.
Well, I didn't realize it until I thought you were gonna Control Z the payload.
No, okay, so we're here. So I'm Control-Zing here. So we got back pizza order input.
Okay.
Our mutation here.
Let's try this. Let's deploy the schema without attaching it to anything, and I wonder what happens.
This is not where I wanted to save. Sam build.
So you're mixing too many mouse and keystrokes in there. If it was all keystrokes, you wouldn't have had those problems.
Next time, Ben, we'll use NeoVim, and we'll
say NeoVim 3 times, and Darko might also show up.
Only if he shows up with pizza.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool. All right, so let's deploy that bad boy. See what happens.
Since this is tying it to the schema, I'm assuming there's good. I'm hopeful.
I don't know.
There's a failure by.
If it doesn't work, April's going to report on it at the 10 o'clock news tonight. Trying to throw as many references in as I can.
I haven't watched the Ninja Turtles in a while.
I had all the action figures. Like I was all in on Ninja Turtles in the early 90s.
I'm trying to get Andres, my kid, into. That's why he has the toys. He has like the whole PJ stuff, but he's more into Minecraft for some reason. He's never played it.
The pinnacle was Vanilla Ice with the Ninja Turtles. That was when it reached peak coolness. All right, so we got problems again with our schema. So I think we have something in our schema. So let's go over to our schema. What is bad about this?
Maybe it's the suggestion. No, I trust Benoit. What if
Benoit is on point. It's not Benoit. I think it's we've done something we shouldn't have done.
Creation status.
No,
failure
input
while saving the schema.
To define an input, let's go to the input type. It's a special object that groups a set of arguments together and can be used as an argument in another field. Input types help us group and understand arguments, especially for mutations. When creating a listing, an operation needs to include a bunch of data about the listing. This is for an example. So we define an input, and then we use the input. We don't have to specify it. That's a search listing. Okay. I'm looking at a different. Okay, I'm looking at a definition. So let's go back to the GraphQL documentation. So a mutation and then a query. You should make this endpoint a mutation rather than a query, as simple as making the API part of the top of mutations. Okay.
So could we do something like this, right? Ingredients, string, crust, just keeping it simple, and then get rid of the input.
Oh, you want to? I like it.
String.
Okay.
And then
try that.
Do.
You want to? You're going to short circuit the inputs. Brilliant. I love it.
Yeah. And create post item. No, it's the pre-processed post item. We got the values.
Yeah, that looks good.
It'll still work. Yeah, it'll still get something.
I mean, I think so.
I mean, we failed so far. So.
Well, I mean, that's part of the fun. We only have 50 minutes, and we still can't create a pizza.
But we created a post.
Yeah, we did create a post, but no pizza.
If only we just stuck with the post schema.
I'm always blown away about how little I accomplish in live streams.
Well, you had you said you had the one with Darko, right? And
yeah. I was like, I'm going to build a whole API, and we built Hello World.
But it's the fun thing about these, right? Because we try to prepare minimally so you can see how we're troubleshooting and trying to figure things out.
Yeah, I like it.
That's where I see the helpful. If we just go in there and do like a workshop, where's the value in that? And
Plus
people
it's
love
not.
seeing other people fail, right?
I
So
think they do.
whenever you're feeling down,
Just come here on
sad,
Friday.
overwhelmed with work, just watch our streams, and you'll feel happier about yourself.
You'll feel better about yourself after watching. Yeah.
This is the resource that always fails. So let's see.
All right. Yes. We stink at making inputs. That's the bottom line so far. We do not understand the input type. Yeah, I'm going to read up while you test it. So I'm going to see if I can.
Yeah, why that fails. It's maybe you reference it differently. But yeah, if you can.
So that, and it does. Yeah, you let's look and test this out, and then I think I might have something here.
Okay, so
I think I might have found a convention.
Ooh, okay. So we're back here. We're gonna refresh. I really like that they consolidated the scripts into before and after. That's new. Okay, so let's refresh this. We got the pizza order, and we have the mutation. Okay. We want to pass in ingredients and crust. So we want pepperoni.
Pepperoni.
I gotta do jalapenos.
What? You can put ham. I know. I like pepper. I like jalapenos. You can put some ham and pineapple.
Ham.
You like pineapple?
You're gonna make some people angry. And then what do you want to do?
Crust thick. All right, crispy. That's the problem with not having an enum. Like, we can type whatever we want in.
Yeah. It's a startup, right?
Yes.
We're figuring out what people like as a crust to then.
Yeah, I don't want to constrain them. Yeah. But then on the other end, we've got to like make whatever they send us. So that could be bad too. Like, what if they like floppy
something
crust?
Interesting here. It's keeping our whole history. So I can go back. Okay, I can go back to a full. This is not liking it because of the updated schema. Nice.
Okay. I guess
query.
No. Error. Rats.
Mutate.
Add post undefined. Subselection not allowed on leaf type string.
Ingredients feels like it's not defined. Get pizza. No, wait. We're not calling get pizza order.
Kawaja's bringing pizza toppings from ChatGPT. Keep going. Don't get distracted. I'll take you off task when it pops up. The world needs to know this answer.
Yeah, we're so close. But, okay, I think we're sort of calling... Okay, so we create two map values, response, and I'm assuming then there's some sort... Let me go back here. There's the pipeline, add. I just think this is not matching anymore.
But is it running a query after it creates the mutation? It's just returning a pizza order. It's running all of your operations. I think you should comment them out, Michael says. I don't know what that means.
It's running all of your operations. I think you should comment that out in the template. Oh, okay. Right? Let's try that.
Try what? In Postman.
Michael to the rescue. Thank you, Michael.
Hey, no screen share.
Oh, it was so exciting.
Also, I love Leonardo. That seems traditional toppings, mushroom, green peppers, and onions. That's 100% what I would expect. He is the sensible turtle.
So this is what I did, Ben.
You commented those out?
Yeah, it's failing because it doesn't like these.
Well, that seems silly that it would keep things that didn't work. But whatever. That's another topic for another day.
Yeah. So we got two pizzas. So if I want to get a pizza.
Hey, and look at our time. It's on there. There's our epoch time.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool.
So if I do the get now.
You're going to fetch a pizza. Is there not a dash in the ID? Can I not see that? Is that GUID that's in the UID field? Is there a dash in between there?
Where? Here?
In between the Charlie 4 Bravo 491797, the ID on Add Pizza.
Yeah, there's a dash.
But it came back. Is there a dash?
Yeah, there's a dash.
Okay, your screen's not showing that. I was like, what kind of voodoo is happening here that's like removing dashes from UUIDs?
Yeah, I don't. It does show for me, so that's weird.
Okay. Can you plus it
But
up a
yeah,
little bit here on the
yeah, I'm trying to.
plus postman plus it?
Come on,
I don't worry about it. We're fine.
Come on, Postman. Zoom in.
I don't worry about
No, not zoom out. Oh, I did the inverse. Zoom in.
it.
Zoom in. There we go.
There,
I
awesome.
don't know why
I still can't see them, but whatever. There they are. Yes.
you got the right glasses on, Ben.
First
Okay.
it was the hair, and now it's the glasses. Man, and the gray badge. This is getting dirty. At least I don't live in El Paso. That's not even real Texas.
There you go.
Hey, so keep going. So, Brian, we are building a GraphQL API that allows us to order pizzas and fetch them out of a DynamoDB table with TypeScript, SAM, and AppSync. And we've never done this before.
I don't think we're truly doing TypeScript, but just
you're right.
JavaScript. Yeah.
Sorry, they become ubiquitous in my brain, or they're the same. So
the kicker here, brain in a shell, is we've never done this. So
yes,
that's why we're failing publicly for everyone else to learn.
But so far, we've created a mutation and we've created a query. Now we need to tackle inputs.
Yeah, or we can try and use the epoch or get the subscription based on a status.
I think the input and then
the
status are are two important things. I think the input. I think we're missing out if we're not able to pass in an object.
If we don't get to status or subscription or anything, something we can cover on another stream.
Well, let's time box it. We're going to go till 2:30, and if we can't get inputs by 2:30, we're moving on to subscriptions.
Cool. Okay, I like.
I know how excited you are about subscriptions.
Yeah, those are fun. So
I don't even know. How do we know? They may be terrible.
Yeah, that's true. Input.
You're back on VS Code. Toggle over.
I
feel like I need like a shock collar or something that I could like digitally send you so you would know to toggle your screen.
I think I'm gonna get something in StreamYard to
like a buzz.
So that you or Jonathan or Alan, whoever can trigger that and just let me know. Like
so Jonathan, I'm down with Donatello and Michelangelo. I like me some Michelangelo, but I could definitely get along with Donatello and his love for science. Oh, I'm just an angry brain in a bodysuit. I like that. I definitely I need some Foot Clan if I'm going to be the shredder. I forgot about Krang though. I liked Krang. He was an interesting bad guy.
And
all right,
and the picture I got you as Leonardo, right, with the swords.
Yeah, you did. So what I found on the GraphQL documentation was that you have to name, or at least the examples. So pizza order in Pascal case would be input, like the keyword input right there where you're highlighted.
Input.
Yep. And input : looks like the convention. I don't know if that's single colon. I don't know if that's going to actually do anything, but everything that I find on the documentation shows that like our object looks good. It's defined as an input, not a type. The convention is to have input on the end of it from it's just an idiom or something to follow. And then looks like mutations where they have input. So you would have a type mutation. What do we have? Type mutation, add pizza, input, returning pizza order. Yeah, that looks right from what the documentation says.
So I'm assuming for a mutation, doing it as an object, you can only provide a single input, right? And it's that input.
I think so.
It makes sense.
Yeah, because you would provide, like, if you were going to post in, like, I'm not going to post in an array of entities. They're going to be related, right? At some level.
You would define that input object with everything you need.
I'm actually kind of liking this. I mean, I'm not a JavaScript person by nature, but I'm kind of liking this. This is not bad. Ooh,
I guess there's only JavaScript resolvers, right? No Rust yet. But you can do a Lambda function with your own Rust runtime. So
from what I understand, the addition of JavaScript resolvers made things a lot nicer. So Hey, so
So
Brian,
yeah,
that is programming. The great thing about computer science is that you can destroy and tear things up, and if it's on the software side, you're not destroying anything physically most of the time. So
yep,
it's different from like the physical sciences where I have to like go rebuild what I destroyed. Just computer science, I can just play within an editor and ship it and see if it broke or not.
yeah. So I want to say Brian, but it's brain in a shell.
Oh yeah, I know. See, I'm also a bad reader.
But that's exactly true. Brain in a shell. There's so much stuff out there. You can't realistically understand everything.
No, you
So
can't.
we always like if you ever see Ben, Alan, me, it's like there's a list. I have a list of things I want to try that I haven't because I'm focused on what I know how to use, and I'm building stuff with stuff that's already there. So you're just building on top of stuff. But doing this, getting out of your comfort zone, trying things, you might like something, right? Like Ben did Rust, and now he's completely Rustafarian. Yeah,
I've been oxidized.
yeah,
Oh, look. Yes. It worked.
yeah. And I completely keep exposing the key.
That's okay. Nobody's actually going to go out and like blast your endpoint and like run up a big bill.
Yeah, and I have an alarm when it hits $5. So
Do you really? Yeah, but the good news is that for AWS is it'll just keep going.
yeah, it's not going to stop it.
Hey, that's like your ring saying somebody just walked into your house. Nothing I can do about it, but that you walked in. All right, let's check out Postman. You got to refresh your schema.
Yeah, now that I'm completely on focus here, there we go. Schema, refresh.
And by the way, this is totally the way it works in the real world. As soon as managers apply a time box, i.e. sprints, stuff just starts getting delivered. We put a time box and look, you got it delivered.
Yeah, so we can still get.
That's how it works.
Working. Let's hit our mutation with our new input.
I just like calling it mutations. Like I feel like that's also super appropriate for a Ninja Turtle.
It's interesting because when we were planning for this, we never mentioned mutations as part of Mutant Ninja Turtles, right?
Like we needed like an ooze endpoint or something somewhere in here.
Okay, so this is still not an array, but I can live with that. So now, what do we want? What do we say? Nutella.
What? No, we're gonna go with the meats. You gotta get pepperoni, bacon, ham.
Let's do pepperoni. Is it double N?
No.
No.
No. Ham, bacon,
ham, Italian sausage.
There you go. Meatball.
Meatball. This is gonna be an expensive pizza.
That's okay.
And I want the created time. No, I don't want these as an input. Wait, I did not remove those. So let's do pan pizza. Pan. So we didn't remove this from the input. We obviously don't want this provided.
I like it.
Query. And I'm so close up. Okay, here it is. This did not map accordingly because now we have an input object as an input here.
Okay.
So here, values, we just have values will just have input. So then we need to, I'm trying to think. We just have crust equals.
And ingredients. I can't see it again. You're on.
Yeah. Okay. So we got the context args. This values will only have input, right? And we want, I guess we could just do this.
Crust should get copied in. Why are you constant crust? Yeah, because it's going to spread those values out.
What am I missing here?
Values.
I don't think it's a parenthesis. Oh, I got a new keyboard. Well, that's what I'm doing.
You can't spread those values. Where are values coming from?
From here.
You can't do that, I don't think. Can you?
Let's just do this.
Is that what you were doing before?
No. Let's
hey, look, Michael's got it. CTX args, ctxarg.input.
You're so smart. Let me just remove all the dumb
Line
stuff
5.
I did.
Yeah. Take away the dumb stuff.
Dot
Input.
input.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, this is a lot of conventions, but I kind of like them. I can get down with it.
I wonder.
Michelangelo loves anything unconventional with extra cheese and pepperoni. That makes sense because he's kind of crazy and he has nunchucks, and those are kind of unconventional weapons. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. Plus, orange is an unconventional color for like a headband and some elbow knee pads.
Okay. At least we're getting successful deployments. That's
Yes.
You-
we got
Right,
3 minutes to go before we can switch to the subscriptions.
Sweet.
And Tiger Woods just made a triple bogey, his first in 1,441 holes at the PGA.
What? Look at you multitasking.
Yes, I am. I my hands have been off the keyboard, so my eyes are. So.
Okay, I'm not going to forget to switch the screen back to our postman.
Yeah.
And now these shouldn't be. Well, I need to refresh. Schema, refresh schema, query. This query should still work, right? Because we didn't change the input. It's just the pre-process. So fingers crossed.
Michelangelo lives a long time because he doesn't take life too serious either. Yes. We did
Just
it.
in time with 2 minutes to spare.
I told you that's why time boxes work. It's a management tactic.
There we go. Yay!
Yay. Wow. That just got all over my desk. All that confetti.
Oh, we got the horn too. Yeah. Got to celebrate the successes.
So cool. So how are we going to test the subscription? Can you test Postman GraphQL?
So there is, and I don't know if the protocol is the same for the subscriptions as a WebSocket, but I do know we do have new. There's WebSocket or Socket.io.
Looks like Postman will do it. Yes, it'll do it.
With the WebSocket one?
So no, so we're going to have a third type of endpoint operation called a subscription.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So we have queries, mutations, and subscriptions. Seems pretty simple.
Do you have a link or do you want to share what you're looking at?
Oh, I was looking at some Postman action. Hang on. Let me go into the private chat. Oh, there it is.
Subscription.
I slipped it under the table.
Nice.
Did you see it come under the table? Or
yeah.
through the door crack?
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All the way across. It's okay.
So there's just
you got to create a subscription type.
Yeah. So you're looking at VS Code right now?
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm there.
No, this is Postman, dude.
No, I sent you Postman, but yeah.
It's we have to figure out how to do it in our template and with code and stuff.
GraphQL. Well, it's at the bottom of that article, or at the middle of it.
Oh, really?
Go to it's actually the top third. What do GraphQL subscriptions look like? You have a type subscription, and you can give it. So we want to create a new type probably.
So it would be like subscription, and then we will have type subscription. Pizza order added. No. Pizza.
I don't know if you have to add it in the. You added it in the scheme. Yeah, sure. Type subscription. Yeah, that's fine. And what's the progress? String?
Let's just do a string with the order created in the oven, stuff like that, and we can send those.
Fair. I like it.
Do we need like a query mutation or we'll see.
Nothing so far. Nothing that I can tell.
Well, now back in the template, we got mutation.
I don't know how to get it from Sam.
Yeah, let's do Sam, AppSync, subscription. Benoit is a Sam user, I believe, so I might find one of his posts.
Subscriptions. Not really a huge fan of some of this documentation, but
Okay, authentication type, GraphQL API. We're just browsing documentation as usual.
yeah, you need a directive to tell what mutation to subscribe to. I feel like
So
I
resolvers.
don't understand that, but I like it.
It sounds.
It sounds correct, and it's coming from Michael, so I'm like gonna take him at his word because he knows what he's
So I'm thinking here, there's something we can add to this, right? We added this and some directive
You
here.
need it's type subscription. Do you already have one of those? Okay.
Yeah, I have the type subscription with this. I'm loving the community support on this one. Can see how everybody helps each other. Schema query mutation. I'm trying to find what that directive is. But like the doc I'm looking at has nothing in relation to sub. We'll get there. And I can show my browser just saying over here.
Yeah, I don't.
We'll get it. We'll get it. Stop screen, share back the browser, and we can search together. So AppSync subscriptions, SAM template. Well, I guess you don't need anything in SAM, maybe?
I don't know. Whoa, that's really small.
SAM transform, AWS AppSync.
Might want to plus that screen up a little bit.
Ooh, yeah, thank you. It's the caller again. Real-time subscriptions with EventBridge. Let's see this. Subscriptions. Here it is. Look at that.
Can't see.
Oh, still too small.
Oh, wait.
Look.
Who's that?
That's Jonathan. He popped open. Okay. Okay, we'll go from this. So I'll share the link I'm looking at in the chat because I'm going to switch the window.
Okay. Interesting.
Oh, it's shared everywhere. I hadn't seen. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Stop screen. Let's go back to VS Code. Keep vibing to the music.
Yeah, it's bouncing around. Awesome.
And let me get this documentation on the side. So, again, I'm not going to read. It's just what we do. Just look at where the code is and try to figure it out without reading. So we got the query, we got the mutation, and now we got the type subscription, which is on add pizza order, just following the convention I'm seeing there.
I like it.
We'll do order ID. It's a string. And then it's a game event. What's a game event? Oh, look at that. It's a pizza order. Okay, so it's going to tie it to the pizza order. Pizza order. And then... Oh, this is all new. Oh, okay, the tabbing is wrong in the documentation, which is what was freaking me out. Subscribe. Look at that. Mutations, add pizza order.
Okay.
But we also, okay, so that's what creates the subscription. And anytime we probably need a status here in the pizza order.
So you need a status on the pizza order, not on the input. Yeah. And so then whenever you go to we'll go back to our pipeline, the process post item will add status equals created.
Yeah, and then let's see if this deploys first.
Okay.
And then we can add the mutation to update the status, right?
I like it.
So create. I'm just seeing if there's anything. Maybe we don't need to do anything in SAM, but let's see. SAM build.
Not yet, but we may. Who knows? I do love this music. Like, I feel like we should have Ninja Turtle music every Friday, even if it's not Ninja Turtles.
Last week that we were doing the pirate theme,
Yeah.
all that comes to my mind when I'm doing pirate things is Donkey Kong, when it's that
Yeah.
the pirate.
I like it. It's a good question. Does the order ID and the subscription need to match the ID and the pizza order type?
Pizza
know.
order type. So just the name?
We don't know. I'm not
We'll
sure.
see. We shall see.
Order ID not equals. Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's learn by failure. But yeah, I see what you mean. Good eye.
If it's that specific, though, then like we're learning definitely that some of these keywords matter. They're not arbitrary parameters at all.
It's a lot of convention by syntax.
Yeah.
Kind of, or a lot of convention, just like. Let's see. GraphQL schema, please succeed.
Yay. We're hoping.
Come on. It's taking a while. It's making me afraid. It worked.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go back here. Whoa, what's this? So we got this. Okay, we got the documentation you sent where we learn how to subscribe to something. But
gotta go
schema.
Postman. How do we do Postman?
Unknown directive, AWS subscribe. It doesn't like that.
What didn't like it? You're not showing anything at this point.
Oh, and we really need that caller.
Yes.
So Postman doesn't like that.
Okay. Why not? What's the purpose of that annotation, Stack Overflow?
So this is GraphQL schema linter. I don't want to alter.
Unknown, so Postman.
Seems like a linter also has that issue. Let me look for, I saw a workaround somewhere. What is the current work? Currently, the workaround would be to provide AWS AppSync type definitions when linting.
Oh, man.
So that's AWS subscribes an AWS specific directive. It's not part of the GraphQL spec. So yeah.
So we need to take it out?
But then it wouldn't subscribe. Right. So remember, AppSync is sort of, I see like two things, right? You got the GraphQL piece, right, which is the part we got working, and then they have this separate piece that's subscriptions. And how you get subscriptions nested with GraphQL is with this directive.
So
it's not, that subscription is not the native. Oh, look at that. If I just use the console.
What do you mean? What'd you do? I was researching.
So Michael said, if the AppSync console will allow you to test your operations, included subscriptions.
All right, let's go to the AppSync console.
Yeah, switching.
I feel like the AWS subscribe is kind of like some of the open API magic that AWS put into the spec to make all that stuff work too.
But I don't know if GraphQL has like intentional extensions, right? So open API, you can extend it with whatever attributes, and it's not going to complain. But GraphQL works out of a schema. The whole thing is the schema. Yeah. Open API, there's portions that are the schema. So yeah, that's interesting. Which one's the screen? Did I share the correct one?
Maybe. If AppSync is up there.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna put it here. Cool. Okay.
Let's go to the console.
Where's my console? Oh, yeah, it's in a different
screen.
Yeah, I'll pull it in here. I lost it.
No,
here we are. There's the console. Okay. Yeah. So let's go to AppSync. Yo. Hello world GraphQL API. So can integrate with your app. Again, amplify. But yeah, let's go run the query. It has the schema.
Do a
So,
no, not a query. It's a mutation.
oh yeah, you can change it here. So mutation.
And should we run the
let's-
subscription too first?
That's what I don't know, the order of operation. So I think it'll automatically subscribe me.
You think? That's a big
Most of the time,
jump.
people tell me to not think.
Yeah, well, it hurts.
Okay, so my query, I don't want get pizza order. How do I, oh, there we go. Input, crust and ingredients. So do I enter them on this side? Yeah, okay, so it's very similar to what we're seeing. So crust and adding a spacing in between. It's weird. Just pepperoni. This one's the boring one. Pepperoni. And we run it, my mutation. And there's the pizza order. Then I can run my query.
Is that all it brings back now is the ID? Yo, you didn't specify the return. Yeah, see.
Oh yeah. So if I do crust and ingredients here.
Well, my mutation, you don't have the other ones selected.
Yeah. So yeah, my mutation, I'll do the same and run my mutation and I'll get a new ID. Cool. Okay. This is extremely useful. Status should be null if I do my query. Yeah. So
can we run a subscription now?
Let's see. Subscription, add order. Does it need an input? Okay, it's an input and you subscribe to a specific order ID.
But you're not going to recreate the order. You're not going to know the order ID ahead of time.
Yeah, and it's listening. Yeah. But it's listening now, right? So it's there. This is pretty nice. Slick. So
what if we filter
what
out
I'm thinking
it's
on add pizza order. I mean, the naming is not perfect, but
what if we do it by orderer? So orderer is Andres, and you can filter by the orderer of Andres. Because you would normally you wouldn't filter by the order. I don't know the order ID. The order ID comes back.
No, but you create the order and then subscribe to that order, right? So I do see that flow.
All right.
And you're tracking that specific order. Don't pass the order ID.
That's fine. So you want to do like you want to subscribe, and then you're going to have a mutation that updates the order status.
So Benoit said, don't.
Yeah, you're gonna need to have an update mutation.
Yeah.
You give it an order ID and it updates the status.
Let's try it. Okay, so back to.
Just for the record, like I really feel like I'm now a -1 on. I started at -5. I went to -4. I feel like I'm a -1. I'm like one more number away from shipping to production with GraphQL on Friday afternoon.
Look at this. Okay, let's try it.
I feel really good about this at this point. I'm going to add this.
Order status. Nice. Okay, let's see if the template does it for me.
I'm going to start architecting all my new customers with GraphQL starting next week. I feel confident.
Update pizza. It did not. Well, let's just pre-fill it.
Yes, it's the opposite of golf. Jonathan says he's absolutely right. I'm trying to go over par here.
And then I'm just rushing. No, I shouldn't rush, but update pizza status.
You're fine. You had 15 minutes.
Yeah. So I'm going to do update pizza status.
Okay.
Here as our processor. And then over here, we'll have a.
You've got to have you've got to have an update too, right? Because we're gonna. Are you gonna post it in the same function that you update the status in? I'd be curious to know what Michael and Benoit think and others, like breaking out into pipelines like this. What's the value and splitting it out? If you've got multiple steps in the workflow, but.
AppSync.
There's Jay. It's overspiced salami and prosciutto at the moment on our pizza with spicy marinara sauce.
Okay, Ben, how does this look? We got the mutation to update order pizza with a pipeline that I don't know if it's necessary, but I'm going to roll with what I know currently. And then the pipeline's going to trigger my new update status JavaScript.
Okay. So unit resolvers and pipeline. Michael's throwing stuff in there. And Samuel, yeah. So Samuel, I think that would be ideal, right? But we're not listening on Dynamo changes or DB changes. We're simply updating the status from the API, and then the subscribed user will pick up those changes.
Yeah, because we could do it like with the DynamoDB stream, then trigger the subscription event, I guess.
I don't know. Like you would do that for WebSockets, right?
Yeah.
But with this, I'd be curious to know. It's almost like it's making the event call irrespective. So as long as the Dynamo change saves, it's like before it returns, it's also then propagating the event for you in the AppSync framework, which is kind of neat because you save yourself the step of triggering a DynamoDB workflow. If you don't have like a backend workflow attached to this thing, that's pretty cool.
Well, no, the value would come in. Values the ID.
And there's Benoit for the win with the EventBridge AppSync integration, which is exactly how you would do it if you also wanted to trigger backend other backend changes.
Yeah, it's not liking something.
Listen to me. All right, what are we doing here? I'm over here like fielding comments, and you're over here sweating squigglies.
I don't know what to do anymore. So
take another bite of pizza.
Function update pizza status does not exist. Update pizza status.
So where is get post from table? Is that defined anywhere else? Is that like that label GQL?
It's from here.
Is it that, or is it in the?
Hold on.
Mutation. Where is it complaining?
We haven't added the mutation, right? But that. Get rid of this. Update pizza status. No, we do have the mutation, and then we have the function.
Okay.
I think it's my bad.
Update pizza order status.
Yeah. Okay. Come on, template. Fix yourself. There we go. Yeah.
Okay. I'm down with that.
And then we got the schema with that mutation. The mutation going here with the subscription. All beautiful stuff. Let's deploy this
on a Friday.
So I still think we're missing something, but I want to make sure we haven't broken the whole thing.
I think we're okay. I feel good about it.
And we deploy. Yeah, because how does the subscription know something changed? I'm gonna look.
I think it sits in the AppSync space, and it's paying attention to what all is going, and you're connecting the two together, right? With the subscription that basically says when a pizza order is added.
So I would need to add this. Would that work?
Yeah, I don't even know that update pizza order, add pizza order is what triggers it. Because add pizza order is
it's just adding.
There we go. See, Michael's there. Oh, he's there with the insights. Yeah, I don't think it needs add pizza order.
So it would be bloop. Is there something?
I love it. People in the chat are now going to other people in the chat. They're bypassing us. That's when you know you have more smart people in the chat than you are. I love it.
We started the conversation.
It's an indicator of the health of the live stream watchers.
Okay, we're going back to
Yeah, Jay, all we're doing is we're playing around with AppSync to create a pizza ordering system so our Ninja Turtles don't get hungry while they're living in the sewer. And we're
but he's
trying
getting
right,
he's
yeah,
getting
so yeah.
he's getting hungry too. Okay,
Yes.
so let me, I guess, refresh this. You were signed out. Thank you. Ah, so secure.
Kid chopped you off at an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, we're back in business. Where's AppSync? Where's AppSync?
I don't know.
We're back.
You have more accounts than I have shoes.
I mean, I love that free tier, right?
You just balance them around a bunch of different accounts.
Okay. Queries. We're going to add a pizza order with inputs.
Did you not save the last pizza ID? No.
I refreshed completely. So ingredients, mushrooms.
What? I actually like mushrooms. They're solid on pizza.
Crust. Oh no, these shouldn't be here.
I like thin crust on.
Oh, this is the response. Thin crust. Okay, let's do thin.
When I do mushrooms, that is.
Okay, and the status, and we'll get that.
Nice.
And then this one, it requires the ID. Okay, so I'm not
Go
gonna
ahead
do
and
this one yet.
run the mutation.
Boom, my mutation. Where's the ID?
You
What did I do with the ID?
You didn't return it.
Oh,
You got to tell it to bring it back.
Why does it do what I tell it to?
I don't know. Didn't you want it to like automatically return the ID even if you didn't need it?
That's in the
Over on the left.
Oh, when I
you have to select it.
Okay, it's over here. Yeah.
I'm now a 0, by the way, on GraphQL.
Yeah,
I'm officially a 0.
Yeah, you're gonna make $1 million businesses
out of GraphQL. Yes, I'm loving it.
Okay, so you got the ID and the status. No, we don't care about the status.
No.
So we're gonna run. Did you mean update orders? What? Must have selection of subfields. Okay, select subfields.
Yeah, you got to return the pizza order back, man. Got to bring it back. Bring it in for the real thing. You're gonna. So wait. Oh no, you're gonna create and.
I guess I need to create a new. There we go. My mutation 2. Can I copy?
No, probably not.
I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
Well, don't go down to my mutation 2 and click on update pizza order status.
I'm just gonna do this.
Okay, my mutation 2. You got rid of 1.
Yeah, it's.
Anyway,
I don't want to update. I want to subscribe. Subscribe. I want to add a subscription here. Order ID, the one I have on my clipboard. Oh, come on. Are you going to paste? There we go.
Nope, not going to work.
So we run subscription. It's running there. Then we update order status with the status of in oven. Or preparing. Preparing makes more sense. Preparing. Then how do I trigger my what?
Got to do it in a separate tab, Michael said.
Okay. Duplicate. I'll copy my mutation. I hope I can just paste it in here. Yay. And I'll run it. My mutation. Errors value for field operation not found.
What does that mean?
So we got this running in our mutation. No. Yeah. Oh, because this is the pre-process. We need something like this.
You're not in. You're not showing again. You're back.
I need the collar. Yeah. Share screen. Here. So this is just like a resolver. This is not actually executing anything. So we need something more like this one, where it's actually, it needs an operation and a key. right?
Okay.
So we're just gonna follow what's there, pre-process, and then we're gonna update order status, right? And this is gonna do put item with the stuff. It should be an update item.
Yeah, it really should just be a. Yeah, we wouldn't need all the attributes. But anyway, well, we're not going to get that far today. So, all right. Except you don't want to create a new ID. That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
That'd be bad.
We'll just take the full input. We'll provide the whole object. It's a full put. It's like an equivalent of a put.
I like it.
So now we need to add to the template. We need to add one of these. And did we change the name of this? Yeah. Pre-process, update order status, update pizza order status command. Let's just do the command. Is it gonna do? Well, it's just update status. Is this Ben?
What's that?
Because it is to me. Is this making sense?
Yeah, I mean it does. It's hard when you're not the one typing it, but yeah, it makes sense. I'm not saying I could write it from scratch at the moment, but yeah.
Yeah, no.
I understand.
I would reference this. So we got the update status command here, which will now do all of that.
It seems like a whole heck of a lot of work, but I guess you're eliminating a lot of back-end API code. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you're getting rid of. Line 5 ID isn't defined. The channel is throwing at you on it, probably on update pizza status preprocessor. Nope, the other one. ID is not going to be defined, right? Key ID.
But it's an input, so it would be values.id.
Are we passing the ID in? Yeah. Okay.
Doesn't like it. Oh. No.
No, not values.
ID, I guess.
Just be
what
ID.
Was this?
Key.
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, I was right there. Let's see.
I don't know.
So close.
I know. We're almost out of time. So sad. Alan would cut us off right at 3.
Andre, shut up.
We're done. He's very good about time. Alan's like the king of time box.
Yeah.
Time box king.
Sound deploy.
Hey, if this doesn't work, we're going to have to go to round 2.
Yeah, I think we have all the pieces, and now it's just my bad coding abilities showing off.
We're still learning this GraphQL thing.
Yeah, we'll think up what we can probably build on top of this. So
we need
finishing
the UI.
up our AppSync, and we have GraphQL. Finish up the resolvers or the subscriptions. Maybe do something else.
Yeah, we need a UI for it.
So let me just quickly go back to here to see if we're going to be able to execute. I'm tracking the update. There's cleanup in process for a Cowabunga pizza.
Cowabunga pizza.
And then we're back.
You got to commit this code. You got to get this code in GitHub. Do we have a Believe in Serverless GitHub repo?
I don't think we do.
We need one.
We should set something up.
Yeah, we need one. Oh, there's Jay. A new rest would pop up. There it is.
I'm literally free anytime. Yeah. Maybe next time, Michael. We'll definitely wait.
All right. What are you running?
I need to run. I want to run my description. I'm getting so distracted with the
Kawaja's getting us. We need an organization for Believe in Serverless.
Yeah.
This is one of the things all our collaboration on our projects.
It still didn't like it.
Okay. Well, we almost got there.
Yeah, I feel that we're so close. The clock got on us, but we'll definitely continue this because this is very interesting. I've learned so much.
I kind of feel like we should continue next week, but that's something for us to talk about.
Yeah, we'll plan something.
Part 2.
Part 2. Part deuce for the
Part
French
juice.
people
Yeah,
here.
yeah. I think it's. I don't think it's deuce.
Stew?
But
It's stew.
yeah.
Deuce is another thing.
Yeah, we made the pizza this time. We're gonna add breadsticks for around.
Yeah, we'll make
Yeah.
an actual array of ingredients, right? But make it production ready, right? Because we want to make millions
Whoa,
with this
production
application.
ready is a larger leap from this spaghetti that we produced today.
It's production ready with no users. That's what.
There you go. I like that. Yes, no scale, no scale production.
Michael's
Awesome.
asking if we can push this up somewhere. Yes, we'll get something. We'll get the source code up.
Kawaja's on it.
Yeah, Kwaja's on it. So we'll get this in a centralized spot, and we'll share. We'll share probably we'll add it in the description in YouTube and the notes and all that stuff.
I love it. This was so much fun. Thanks for having me, Andres.
No, this was great. So we'll definitely keep doing these. I've been doing them with Alan for a while. This time we got Ben. We learned something new. And once we finish with AppSync, we're going to be experts. Nothing else for us to learn from AppSync. We'll jump to something else, something that's new for us.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. So super. You guys have a great weekend. Thanks, Andres. You guys
appreciate it, everybody. We'll see ya.